Guys, I wouldn't miss this for the fucking world, okay? I'd be late these days, but I'm gonna get better. We're gonna be reacting to Fr0gan here, also known as Jabba the Hutt. Kirby is a new one I've seen. Big Mom. There's a few names that the streamer goes by, but they were talking about soldiers and PTSD. I've seen part of this clip already. I've seen all the drama around it, but I'm just gonna play it so we're all on the same track. I'm gonna see Hassan's response to this. And I'm gonna give my 2 cents. I was in the army for a little bit. 4 years, a little something. I am a support MOS, so I'll talk about PTSD and the realities of that in a second. But let's see. Here we go.
Yes, but like any other motherfucker, you're joining them. You're like, oh my god, I want my fucking Camaro, no student loans. Fuck you.
What the fuck?
I hope you get PTSD.
Nah, fuck you, bitch. I never got my Camaro. I got a Tesla.
And I hope you get no health insurance to get back into a fucking America.
That's fucked up, bro. And she's still eating, bro. Like, that's all she does. And my whole thing, right? My whole thing about that clip, because I think that was it for the original one. It's like, oh, we get health insurance. But it's normal like everyone else. Unless you get 100% disability, like, you still have to pay for your own health insurance. So, I mean, whatever. I hope you don't get health insurance. Like, you think that health insurance companies gonna be like, you were in the army? Nah, we can't take your money, man. Like, what the fuck? Like, most people joining and leaving are, like, young as hell. I don't understand that point. But in terms of what she said overall, let's just finish this one. Let's see. Does she respond?
Posted it in my head. I'm like, base?
You know your life's not hard enough when you're this big, bro. That's how you know.
Base?
That's how you know. It's not base.
Like, am I supposed to be like, I'm not walking back on it. I still fucking agree with it. Base?
My question is, what do you do, Fr0gan? Because every time I've seen Fr0gan, she's stuffing her face. She's not adding anything to anyone's life. She's usually hating on the US or any country that isn't Palestine. And she's basically just a huge piece of shit, like completely a waste of space. I really have never seen her help someone. I've never seen her contribute to her community. I guarantee she's never done community service a day in her life. And I've done community service, okay? I have pictures as proof, okay? I've done community service at the bare minimum multiple times in my life. As a kid, teenager, I've donated blood dozens, probably not dozens, but probably like a dozen times. I've done charity work while I was in the army. I've done charity work outside of the army, not related to it. Like, I'm not saying you have to do that kind of stuff, but you talk about people who are privileged and don't add anything to society. This is what we're talking about. This is a large piece of shit, and I'm not even talking about just her size, like just her as a person. Very huge piece of shit. You don't know anything about PTSD. You don't know anything about soldiers. I doubt you would last a day in the fucking shoes of any soldier from any country, right? I doubt you could last in the Canadian military. No offense, guys, but like, it's not that hard, right? Like, I doubt you would last in any sort of military position, but you have so much fucking gall. Like, you have the brass ball to just say the most dumb shit about something you have no understanding of, right? So basically, we're gonna get down to what she said though about the PTSD. The truth is, I've met soldiers with PTSD. That shit is scary, okay? It is a horrible thing. Plenty of people have people with PTSD in their family, or I know a lot of women have dated men and couldn't deal with it. I know one of the big things is sleeping, and sometimes they'll wake up screaming, stuff like that. For people who have actually been in war zones and like watched their friends die, have been close to dying themselves, like, it's a serious fucking thing, right? And the thing about the military is that it's a job that has to be done in order to protect your country, but also you don't choose what jobs get done, right? If the military needs you to do something, you're gonna do it. It is illegal for you not to. You're risking your livelihood. You're risking your family's livelihood. I'll put it this way: let's say your family is like not financially, you're not privileged enough to stream for a living and make money being a fat piece of shit online. Let's say that that's not your case. You're making below minimum wage or around minimum wage. You're making less than the average person unless you're like E6 or above. And you decide, know what? I want to have a moral compass and fuck my family over. I don't want to go and deploy to this area. Well, guess what? Now you're in prison. Not only are you in prison, your family's now no longer making money. You lose all of your benefits, so now they don't have health care. And now you just fucked your family. Let's say you do die. Your family at the bare minimum gets $500K, depending on how much you put into your life insurance. And let's say you don't die. You're making 10 times the money by being deployed. You're getting money off of hazard pay, and then also your money's untaxed due to you being overseas in a danger zone. So, and I think it's up to $100,000. I was looking into work in Afghanistan, or not Afghanistan, Iraq, and yeah, these are your options. And it's like, well, the obvious option is to just probably do the job you signed up for, which is to be a soldier. You don't have to agree morally with everything your country does, but at the end of the day, you are defending people and their freedoms and their rights. Whether or not you're defending the rights of the people you're blowing up, it doesn't fucking matter, because you're defending the rights of other people who maybe can't defend themselves. It's why when you talk about this whole Israel and Palestine thing, we have an ally, and we have an established ally. We have a good relationship with a certain group of people, and the people are the people in Israel. It is no shock that our country is going to defend these people. That is why the U.S. is in so many countries. So this is why we're invited to plenty of places. If South Korea got attacked, guess what? The U.S. is defending them. You all would agree, because you have a bias against North Korea, which is fair. But just because it's a group you don't like, it's okay. If Japan got attacked, every U.S. citizen would be on board with defending them. Why? Because you like anime, you like video games, you like shit that they make. That is the difference here. You like this group of people and you dislike this other group of people. When the U.S. is fighting on a side you agree with, you have zero problem with them doing so. When it is against the side you agree with, that's when you act like a fat piece of shit and want to wish the worst on troops. When they do shit that you would never want to do, you would never be able to do. You are useless when it comes to serving and protecting your country. You are useless to society as a whole. And overall, you're a piece of shit person. Fr0gan, you fucking Jabba the Hutt ass bitch. That is the truth. As for PTSD rates, they're pretty... Most people in the military are not going to goddamn World War III battle zones. Like, I don't know why this is an idea. People don't understand how the military works. 90% of us are, like, thirsting for something to pop off, you know? So you can have the chance to do anything related to the training you spend your whole life doing. You're training you're training for the battle that never comes. That's what it feels like being in the military during this time period. It's peace for us. Hey, I know some people get triggered about that, but like the U.S. is in no major war. We haven't been, even for the 20-year war we were in. It's not like fucking World War II, you know? Like... There's a lot more roles than just combat as well. There are support roles, and don't get me wrong, support roles die. From what I understand, people in Georgia were not combat. They got just blown up. But most support roles aren't out there fighting and like being extinguished from Earth. They're not seeing these atrocities. It's just not how things work. Most soldiers are getting their benefits, and you, Fr0gan, I don't know if you're from the U.S., but if you are, your tax dollars are going right to people like me who are support MLS. So thank you. You pay for all the healthcare. You pay for all the you pay for our paychecks basically. You pay for a lot of things. So I appreciate your service. Knowing you probably don't know how to do taxes, or you're evading them, so probably shouldn't be thanking you. But in case that by some miracle you learned how to function as an adult, then thank you. We're gonna go on to the Hassan part. I just wanted to say all that. Like, I don't it's such a cringe thing hating on military just for going into conflicts you don't personally agree with. Like soldiers get together and they're like, yeah, let's do this. It's your fault, you voted for these people. What the fuck? You guys act like soldiers are just like, we vote and we're like vote amongst each other. We're like, yeah, let's go die over here. No, it's you guys who vote for the president, you guys who vote for the senators, you guys who vote for all of this shit, or Congress, not really senators, and all for governors, all these other parts of legislation and all the branches. It's like you guys vote for this, and then you get mad at soldiers for doing what the person you hired for the position told them to do. This is your choice. Any conflict, it's not soldiers' fault. It is the people who voted fault in reality. It is 100% the people who voted. I don't understand how soldiers get the hate here. Like, they're just going to all band together and say, you know what? We're not going to do this anymore. Let's not fight. Even though this is what we signed up to do. This is what we trained to do. And this is what the American people have decided. You guys literally have made these decisions. You voted for the people who chose this, and it's Democrats in office right now. You guys acted like Trump was this horrible guy, but there was no war. There was no new war that popped off, and there wasn't no major funding of a war. So I don't understand. Like, you guys got what you wanted. You voted for this person. They enacted their rights to force us to spend our money over to a country that a lot of you don't agree with. Like, this is what happens. You guys voted for Joe Biden. I don't understand what the discussion here is, how this is the soldiers' fault, how this is a soldier's responsibility. They are people doing a fucking job. That is what it is at the end of the day. Any veteran or current soldier who watches this, I guarantee will agree with everything I'm saying in terms of you train. That's all you do. All you're doing is training for this eventual conflict. And whatever that conflict is, like, that's it, bro. Like, this is what you're going to do. This is what you've been training for. This is what you signed up for. There's no moral, like, dilemma here. There's no, I don't know if we should be doing this, guys. This is, okay, we went over here. I don't want to die. So I'm going to do my fucking job. I don't want to die or go to jail. So it is what it is. A lot of people aren't just, privileged enough to just afford going to college, to go to trade school and have a period where they aren't making any money whatsoever, and they're only spending money. Some people don't have that privilege and have to join out of necessity. Talking about if you join for student loans and shit, it's like, what the fuck? College is expensive as fuck in the US. I don't understand how this is you're a bad person for that. Like, I am so lost, bro. You guys want free college for everyone, but when people want to work for free college, that's what's bad. Like, that makes no fucking sense to me. Like, when you are willing to break your body and fucking mind for free college, that is somehow unrespectable. But you guys want everybody's tax dollars to go towards free college. Like, this is why the whole liberal mindset never made sense to me. Like, you guys want everything and nothing at the same time. It's so fucking retarded. But we're gonna move on. Let's see.
In the latest Twitch news, Twitch streamer Fr0gan asked some drama yesterday. If you missed that video, the link is in the description, where she's wishing the worst for the American troops.
Tectel has been cracking me up throughout this, by the way. He's been popping off. I think he said, well, it's not think. He did say like his dad's a veteran, so he has no fucking respect. And I think his dad like did some actual shit. He's not like me. Like, he's like actual veteran, bro. For me, I was just playing support role my whole fucking career. This dude, I'm pretty sure he saw some things, and yeah, there's a lot of mental issues that come along with it.
Well, apparently Twitch got confronted by ADL before deciding to ban Fr0gan and others in the following tweets.
IL spoke with the @Twitch staff today after becoming aware of several concerning incidents on the social media platform and/or involving Twitch streamers in the past week. We appreciate
is ADL?
Twitch making the right decision to finally suspend the streamer Fr0gan for abusing her platform and the @TwitchCon event to spread anti-Semitic vitriol during this time of intense apprehension for the Jewish community. 3/@Twitch must learn from this situation and improve how they address anti-Semitism and hate on their platform, which is an ongoing and significant challenge. We encourage Twitch to take meaningful action, such as collaborating with the platform's Jewish community, providing staff, streamers, and moderators with anti-Semitism training, and updating how they review programming.
Ooh, how the turntables turn. It's funny because this is exactly what the leftists were doing to everyone for the longest time, and now that's a side that they don't agree with doing it. It's like, oh no, this is so bad. It's like, this is literally what you guys did for every situation that wasn't serious though. Like, it's actually crazy.
For their live
how
events.
like
Fourth,
history
we will continue
just
to engage with the company to help ensure the platform is a safe, respectful and inclusive space for all. We will also continue to hold them accountable when they fail in that responsibility.
After this hit social media, Aiden Ross claimed and he revealed that he contacted ADL on Twitch streamer Fr0gan, who went viral for making fun of veterans on Twitch, resulting in her ban. Here is Aiden Ross revealing that he contacted ADL.
What the hell is ADL? Like, I feel like I know this, but I can't even think.
I'm the reason why there was a big ADL tweet. Me, yes. I complained about her. Do something. I got her banned. Straight up, I don't care. I snitched. I don't care. Call me a snitch. I don't care. I got her banned. I don't care. I don't give a
I gotta look up what ADL is. Anti-Defamation League works to protect democracy, non-governmental organization. Anti-Defamation League of I'm not even gonna try to fucking say that, is a New York-based international non-government organization founded to combat anti-Semitism, bigotry, and discrimination. Okay, well, it's from New York and I'm from New York, so I guess we get along enough.
Ban for saying people like bottom of the barrel hummus, but other people get 2 weeks for advocating for the genocide of Palestinians. Got it. Twitch has suspended all the members of the TwitchCon rating. People get 2 weeks.
Wait, what the fuck? 30-day ban for saying people like bottom of the barrel hummus. What the fuck? Am I retarded? Hold on. 30-day ban for saying people like bottom of the barrel hummus, but other people get 2 weeks for advocating for the genocide of Palestinians. What the fuck are you talking? Bottom of the barrel hummus? Is she what the fuck is she talking about?
For advocating for the genocide of Palestinians. Got it. Twitch has suspended all the members of the TwitchCon rating streamers panel for 30 days for hateful conduct. According to sources familiar with them, Twitch just banned some of the most prominent Middle Eastern voices simply for using their platform to speak about Palestine. At Twitch, you're a racist platform.
They're not racist. They usually side with the left. Get the fuck out of here. You guys said they were racist when they banned all these other people, so shut the fuck up.
You don't even try to hide it.
Here is Hassan's reaction to Fr0gan and others getting banned on Twitch.
This, colonial extraction.
Ban his ass. What the fuck? I fucking hate this nigga, bro. I hate this nigga, bro. He is such a fucking snake, man. He tries to speak on behalf of all these fucking... I've made videos on this fucking idiot in the past, so if you want to know more about why I hate this man, just go back to Hassan, my video Hassan doesn't speak for black people. But he tries to speak on the behalf of minority groups and shit, but this motherfucker is so damn privileged, bro. He never was poor a day in his fucking life. He sits here while his dad heads an organization. Like, get the fuck out of here. And then his like views and like just US hate is so fucking cringe. The whole Deserve 911 incident, like, it's just so cringe, man. Like, you're not a fucking victim. Shut the fuck up and do something interesting. His streams are so fucking boring too. I don't understand how people sit there, watch this man eat, and then be dog shit at like a game every now and then. But most of the time, he's not even at his fucking screen. He's just fucking boring, bro.
You are just
and I'm not saying I'm the most interesting person on the fucking planet, but I also don't fucking stream. And what I do very, very rarely, it's me having fun playing a game, and I think I'm at least better than this fucking retard.
Islamist fundamentalists who would love to redefine America and make American governance look like Hezbollah. Okay, there is nothing I can do. There is nothing I can do. All I can do is just take it, just like all Capri Sun Poppy and Fr0gan and everyone else that's getting banned in this mass ban wave All they can do is take it. And it is like gross and unhinged.
Don't like the U.S. Stop talking about it, because guess what? Most of you guys are making money because of the U.S. Like, you guys don't realize that most of the way people live is due to the U.S. Whether people want to give the U.S. credit or not, we are like an overwhelming force of influence on the planet. And most of these platforms are US based or made by people from the US. And all you guys do is try to shit on the US. When the US stands up for itself, it's like, oh no, you guys are the bad guys. It's like, says who? Because we're a lot more free than any of the countries you guys come from. This dude's fucking Turkish. You want to talk about fucking countries? Why don't you fix your dog shit country? Why don't you fix your country where they attack US soldiers for just existing? Why don't you guys fix the bullshit ass riots that you guys do 24/7? Why are you so obsessed with everywhere else except for your homes? Which is the problem with these activists. You wouldn't be so desperate to change the US if you guys focus on changing your own countries, which are completely dog shit. Like, you guys want to talk about superior cultures and all this shit. I know Asmongold got clowned for that. 100% right. You can't argue any of these countries that these people come from are better than the US, but you guys are so hell-bent on trying to make our country more like your dog shit one that everybody's fleeing from. The US is the most, and has been the most, immigrated to country on planet Earth for fucking years, for decades. People flock here in droves, and it is something we don't want to keep paying for, and it's something we don't want. But you know why they do it and they don't stay in their dog shit countries? Because we give them an out from a shitty situation to a better one. Being homeless in the US is better than being a citizen and a normal citizen in most of these dog shit countries, and that's just the fucking facts. People run here, they don't run there for a reason. Nobody was running to Gaza even before the October 7th stuff happened. Nobody. They weren't getting immigrants, they were losing population. Same with most other places on planet Earth. They're not getting the kind of numbers that we do when it comes to immigration for a reason. So if the US is so bad, why is everyone coming here? Like, that doesn't even make sense. These guys like pretending the US is some terrible fucking place, like some third world hellhole, but everyone is coming here. And the more people from other countries that come here, the worse statistically we do. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy how that works?
Completely untrue.
Let's talk about cultures.
And I don't know.
Again, if you're Turkish and you have time to talk about the US, please tell me when you're going to fix your fucking country. Because if you guys focus on fixing your own shit instead of running away like fucking cowards, you wouldn't have to even be worried about how good the US is doing, because your country would be flourishing. You guys are fucking pussies, and I have no respect for people who just run away from conflict. That is the difference between the American people and people everywhere else. US, you can talk shit about the US history as much as you want. You can't ever say we didn't fight for where we are now. Whatever war you want to point to, you can't say we didn't fight to exist. We didn't fight to make our country better. The Civil War happened. We fought to make this country better than it was. Is it perfect? No. But people died for it to be just a little bit better. And that is the crippling difference between the US mindset and these other places where they just run. You can't find a person in fucking Texas that would let a home intruder take their fucking house. You would not find that. You would not find any state with guns, where guns are accessible to the general population, where they would turn tail and run from their government. Even in the states where they're not like easily accessible, like New York, you think the government's easily just walking in and taking everyone's homes? Do you think that's possible? Do you think it's possible for anything happening in these other countries to just happen here? Do you think a tyrant could genuinely just take over the US? People talk about January 6th. That's not a takeover. Look at Haiti with dead bodies lying in the street. That's a fucking takeover. And you guys complain about the US? Like, really? Like, this shit's always blowing my mind, because it's like a mindset I can't relate to, and it makes me angry. It's like the whole Afghanistan situation. That's what pissed me off. It's like, okay, we have US soldiers that died for you guys, and you guys give up 2 days after we fucking leave, after we pull out. You never deserved freedom to begin with. You can't fight for it. That's just the harsh truth. And before you say, well, the US shouldn't have been there. Yeah, cool. Now women can't go to school. They have no voice. Is that what you guys think is the proper way to do things? If that's the case, then fine, fair enough. I'm not saying we should go and change every country. I'm just saying we at the very least will fight and die for things we believe in, where most of you run away. You will never understand America, Hassan. Somebody's called me. People like him will never understand what it means to be American, and most people in the world will never get our mindset or get what distinguishes us from other people. I think people in the UK can mostly relate. They're letting their country be overrun. That's the issue. There's going to be a lot less people from the UK in the UK. Their population isn't quite as big. But it's the same thing. Like it's a country that survived a lot of bullshit, and people aren't running away from their country. That's what separates these first world countries from a lot of these third world places, or places filled with riots every 2 seconds. France, it somehow survives all of its riots and wars, bro. But for the French are tough, bro. Their country survives some bullshit. Even for Russians, you can't just steamroll Russia. Like, they're tough, man. World War II proved that when they were burning down their own fucking homes. They're like, I bet. No, we're all gonna die. Guess what? You're dying with us. They fucking destroyed their own country and then rebuilt a couple of years later. Granted, they stole a bunch of shit from other people to do so, but they did it. And it's like, it's this, I can respect that. I can respect the willpower to say, okay, we're being invaded. Instead of giving up and running away, I am going to destroy everything and bring the enemy down with me. That is the mindset for change. This cowardice, a pussy, someone who's had everything handed to them and doesn't even know what it means to fight, who doesn't know what it means to have morals, this is not the future. And this is why I don't listen to people like this. He doesn't know anything about black struggles, but he will comment on it every second he gets for views and bullshit. For shit I have no semblance of interest in. I don't speak about like fucking boats, bro. I don't have a car YouTube channel. Like, well, what the fuck I know about car, bro? If y'all listen to me about cars, you fucking stupid. If I ever do in the future, it's a fucking joke. And yeah, get that Miati. I don't fucking know. Like, I don't. But that's my whole point. Like, these people are cowards. Our country is just better in every which way. And at the end of the day, like, you can't beat us. So we're doing something better than your country's doing, because Israel's about like 1/4 the population and are steamrolling the fuck out of Palestine. So what does that say?
What to say? Their goal is for you to stop talking about Israel's actions under the guise of fighting anti-Semitism. Twitch is playing along because they're an American corporation after all. Yeah, like ADL is directly talking about Fr0gan. It's insane.
The entire TwitchCon panel was banned. It's an official Twitch event. It's good that the panelists were banned, but someone who organized the panel should be fired, or it is just a weak cover-up for the...
I agree. Like, if you're gonna ban... the person who organized this should obviously be fired.
They're not banning these streamers because they think the panel was wrong. They were obviously cool with it, until people started getting mainstream people and advertisers involved. Sneeko and Denims were also banned. Still waiting for Hassan's ban. Twitch only did this because they're in hot...
I don't know how Hassan's not banned, bro. I don't know how. He's a complete piece of shit. This motherfucker has criminals that tries on his stream and like glorifies them like actual terrorists, and then tries to talk about like morality and shit. Like, what are you talking about, bro? What the fuck are you talking about lives? You care about lives now? You don't care about that fucking pirate you had on, the fucking terrorist? You didn't care then. So how do you think those people and their families would feel? People who lost loved ones due to them. People who lost their living because of them. You don't care. That's the whole point. You're not consistent. None of you give a fuck. You just pretending you care about this random group of people because it gets you clicks. That's all it is. It's so disingenuous.
The whole panel was banned. This is what happens when Twitch is forced into action. All the reports to the ADL and the sponsors...
Good. Only because Asmongold was banned for some bullshit. So, ban everyone if this is the standard.
To make people go see. Both sides are punished, and it's likely going to be a slap on the wrist for a few days. Maybe they will have to match Asmon's ban duration since it's on the same topic, and so recent for one of the biggest streamers. But even then, I would be surprised.
Twitch is a dog shit platform anyway.
Way of hinting to him that he needs to moderate himself a bit more.
You know it's bad because like YouTube is like 10 times better than Twitch. YouTube has all its own issues, but like I really don't see people getting banned for this at all. Like the whole way people are getting banned is dumb as fuck.
Have to tone down the terrorist propaganda. I can't believe I even had to say
I don't even agree with the bans. It's just that they banned Asmongold, so I'm like, okay, you have to be consistent at the bare minimum. You can have dog shit rules, but you have to enforce them equally.
Maybe I'll be wrong, and they'll also give him a slap on the wrist.
Acts of terror. This is so crazy. This person was so publicly fired, okay? So publicly fired for being an Zionist, anti-Semite person that they have news articles about them. And do you know where their next job is?
Twitch.
Twitch. Their next job is at Twitch.
Well, yeah, Twitch obviously hates Jewish people. I mean, like, duh. That's just the cool thing to do for the left these days, bro. It's like so obvious.
UK Parliament for her bordering on anti-Semitic speech. You can't make this shez up. It's even worse. The company she was fired from literally had to write an article explaining she was let go because she was such a huge brand risk for association with anti-Semitism from her remarks that they had to save face instead of letting her go quietly. Clancy read that article when hiring and thought, she sounds perfect.
Twitch did a pretty big layoff, and
as
a result of that layoff,
you're hired.
A bunch of people, they got kicked. And when we kicked those people, we did something. We moved most of our support to Egypt. So when you go right now, if there's an anti-Semitic comment and you tag it,
WTF is happening. Asmon's ban lit a fire under Twitch because the hypocrisy went too far. Now hordes of viewers from Asmon's Destiny and H3H3, along with other streamer communities, are going ape into digging into Twitch and targeting sponsors and informing news outlets.
Yeah.
What's even more insane is watching your top streamer showing blatant terrorist propaganda live on stream, which is
literally
explicitly against your rules and not doing anything about it. Your CEO makes a happy birthday.
Bro, when Hassan literally had like a pirate like terrorist on his fucking stream, it did not condemn shit he was doing. It was just promoting this dude. Like, how do you not ban that person off of your platform permanently? If you're giving like 30-day bans and shit for this, for talking stupid shit, for Asmongold's sake, nobody cares about a conflict. You gave him a ban, and Hassan is still on your platform. Like, that is the craziest part to me, and like they can't justify that. Like, that is fucking insane. This is like having Osama on your fucking stream. Say, wow, you're a really cool guy, and they just promote you because you're making the money. Like, these people have no morals. It's the fact these companies act like they do. Like, what the fuck?
Guy. All while he simultaneously makes a mountain out of a molehill about an off-color remark. Someone of an opposing view got MSM coverage. Said, and all while you're banning people from the region that is perceived as the aggressor from the aforementioned terrorist fan clubs from signing up to your service. Oh, and let's not forget you hired a known anti-Semite as your T&S senior manager.
Ethan goes off on no pushback against Hassan.
Yeah, go figure the fucking person promoting terrorists and pirates would be on Hamas side. Go fucking figure. You guys want me to listen to that guy? Really? This dude has a history of supporting terrorist actions and pirates, and you guys think he's correct in who he's supporting? Do you really think he's the one you should be following? Whatever that fucking idiot does, I want to do the opposite, because that means I'm at least morally sound. Okay?
Twitch platform.
There's nobody on the entire platform to call him out. Nobody. They've all been banned. Nobody. There is not a single dissenting voice with his straight up radical, anti-American, anti-Semitic, pro-China, pro-Russia, pro takes. This is fringe, psychotic. It is not normal, and it is the only acceptable voice on Twitch. Explain that to me. How is there not one dissenting voice on that entire platform? And this has really contributed to a lot of extremism being normalized. Is because young people are on Twitch. They go to Hassan, and they think this is normal. And it's the only option. You can't even click over to someone else who's like, actually, this is why Hassan's wrong. It doesn't exist. It literally doesn't exist.
They get banned.
That's crazy,
bro,
dude.
I want you guys to understand, Asmongold, this is what he got banned for saying. He said, if the other side had the same amount of weapons and power, they would do the same thing. And I don't care about a war millions of miles away from where I live. That's what he said. That is the breakdown of what he said. He said he does not care and that the other side do the same shit. And he got banned for that, bro. But this dude who had a literal terrorist and literally promoted 9/11, bro. Like, I want you guys to think about how fucking insane it is that they banned Asmongold for that and not him. Like, it's like, I don't even understand what like, they're not even comparable for how fucking terrible it is. Like, that's crazy. One dude didn't give a fuck about a situation he had no part in, and the other dude actively supports terrorism.
I just
consistently. Like, this isn't like a one-off thing. This is his whole character. He's a fucking terrorist. Surprising he comes from Turkey, huh? A country that can't even handle its own fucking politics, but for some reason they think they can speak about politics everywhere else. the US is so bad. Ooh, but you guys have riots every 2 seconds for bullshit.
I come here and laugh about all the people that are invested in all this meaningless
No
drama.
offense
This
to
is far
Turkish
from
people,
meaningless
but
drama
like,
when it's about a pretty important...
be real. You think Turkey's better than the US? Like, actually be real. And if it's not, why your biggest streamer isn't helping your country? Why? Why is he not helping your country and instead is obsessed with the US, which doesn't give a fuck about Turkey? I've never seen a US citizen talk about Turkey, bro. No one gives a fuck. And I think that eats him up inside, and that's why so many of them are obsessed with our country. Like, no one gives a fuck about Turkey, bro. Okay? Nobody talks about Turkey. It is this place somewhere else that in most people's minds doesn't even exist.
Political issue, and Twitch, a big media platform, is platforming radical political ideas that have real effects in the real world. We're not in 2004 anymore. Online influences real life and vice versa. And we're not going back. Sticking your head in the sand and calling all this meaningless is pretty silly.
XQC claims that Denims is the most sufferable person after meeting her at a party.
I'm actually impressed this person got banned. This person never gets banned. This Denims girl, she gets...
I'll try to translate.
Everything. She says the most unhinged This is one of the most unlikable person I've ever met in my life. Chat, guys, I'm not gonna leak private conversations off stream, okay? But as at this party, okay?
Oh God.
This person is in.
People like this are always unbearable, and they typically have no friends outside of their radical ideology. They are completely unbearable. They don't even know what fun is, bro.
Sufferable.
This video game was really cool. Like, Warhammer is really cool, but like, I think it's supporting the murder of Palestinian citizens. Like, this is the shit that they would do. And it's just like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? This game came out before this conflict even like ramped up again. Like, what are you talking about? It's made by a British company.
Insufferable.
That's exactly what would happen, bro.
Holy sh!
We wanted to address concerns we've seen about whether we're preventing Twitch account signups in some regions. When signing up for a Twitch account, you can select an account verification method, email or phone, for added protection. Following the October 7th, 2023 attacks, we temporarily disabled signups with email verification in Israel and Palestine. We did this to prevent uploads of graphic material related to the attack and to protect the safety of users. Signups were not disabled, and we continue to see signups from both regions. Users could choose to sign up with phone verification. We've learned that, inadvertently, we did not re-enable email verification signups for either region. We deeply regret this unacceptable miss and the confusion it has caused. We've fixed the issue, meaning all affected users can sign up with email verification. We've also heard concerns about whether our community guidelines apply to all content.
I believe this because Twitch as a platform is dog shit. I should believe them, actually. They probably just forgot. I'm gonna be honest, guys. They most likely just forgot. I doubt they were like, yo, let's just keep this up. You know, stop it. I actually believe them on this.
Consistently as possible, and are actively reviewing content and taking enforcement action.
Anyway, I think that's about it.
Kidding me?
No, it is. Like, this is no joke.
Oh no.
3 weeks later.
They start overtaking the ship. And they're like, guess what, dog? No more trade to Israel.
This is completely insane. This is no joke.
Yeah, like, you think that this is the person they allow on Twitch, bro? Like, he's supporting pirates. Like, I don't think you understand, like, they kill people. Like, they end lives for people just transporting cargo. Like, these are people trying to make a living. These are normal, everyday people, like you and me. Like, these are not, like, Navy ships because they would get blown out of the fucking sky. These are, like, cargo ships. People transporting, like, food and goods. They're killing them. And stealing. So, I think I've said all I have to say. I fucking hate Hassan. I genuinely think he's a horrible person. I think the world would be better off with less people like him. I don't mean like they die. I mean, I will hope they change. And I don't think he will change. I hope he ages gracefully and passes away in his sleep. But I do know when that day comes, the world will be a brighter place. Please, no one take that as, oh, that means we should speed this up. No. Then you'd be no better than him. But he's obviously a piece of shit person. Like, just horrible. Like, just basic human morality. Like, killing is bad. Stealing is bad. Just doesn't register. We're not talking about two countries at war with each other. Or two countries' long history of fucking beef. These are people, like, going onto cargo ships, stealing and killing people, bro. Like, what the fuck are we even talking about here? This is like saying people deserve to be mugged in the street and then shot. Like, and he's like, oh, it's so cool. It's so cool. It's like morally bankrupt piece of fucking shit. It's not the fact he's morally bankrupt. It's the fact that it's the fact that he just, acts as though he is morally comparable to the average person. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Hopefully you got something out of this. Let me know what your thoughts are on this whole situation, and peace.